This is the Indie Circuit on
Yale Radiocast.com.
Yale Entertainment, Yale Radiocast, the Indie Circuit on Yale Radiocast. You already know what the motto is. Get the buzz is the motto for the Indie Circuit.
Yes, sir.
All right, you already know what it is.
Right.
Thank y'all for tuning in, following behind you guys from the Mail Review.
Yes, sir.
I want to give a little shout out to everybody who supported the Mail Review and the show right there. But we're moving on to the Indie Circuit, which is the original podcast on Yale Radiocast. Everything that we're doing right now started with the Indie Circuit. The goal is to support independent artists.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay? And we have gotten to a point where we appreciate the artists that have now started coming around and appreciate and see what we're doing over here. And they are witnessing the vision of Yale Radiocast. So I want to say thank you to the independent artists and all the artists who have been a part of the movement to where we're at right now.
Absolutely.
But we're doing it real heavy right now. I got my brothers Mark L here with us right now.
Building the
my
cat
boy
in the hat.
TR with us right now. Okay, what's happening?
Yeah, nothing much, but great intellectual property that we present right now on Yale Entertainment.
Hey,
okay, so
it's for the independent artists, man.
Right.
That's what we doing.
So
exactly.
I'm gonna go ahead and let Mark L hold the throne on giving a shout out to the artists that we got in studio today.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me just go ahead and say. So I'm old school. You can see I got a couple of gray hairs in the beard here. Cut love. You know, look.
He got a couple of black hairs.
Listen, Methuselah, I don't need no conversation. But anyway, just saying, I'm an old school hip hop head, man. And I've been in the generation. I've seen hip hop change. I've seen it grow. I've seen it go up. I've seen it come down.
Yeah.
I've seen it get to the point where I start saying, man, is hip hop dead?
What the?
I just want to shout out the fact to Mark L got that bottle of moonshine next to him, and he has not moved that. None.
Like
all I'm saying is,
like he advertised.
It's like he advertised.
Yeah, we don't advertise because we don't get paid.
right? I'm gonna call them up. I do a lot of business with them. Right. But anyway, but just saying, you come to a conclusion, man, it's hip hop. The hip hop of my youth, is it dead? Is it dead?
Right.
Well, through several introductions and being someone adjacent to people and good with people, sometimes you get to bump into somebody who changes your mind about your belief system.
Right.
Today, ladies and gentlemen, on the indie circuit, we have brought one such artist who definitely changed my mind on the belief that hip hop may be dead. Let me tell you something. This young lady, Miss Kisha Ryder.
Yes.
Let me tell you something. She got something for everybody. Let me tell you, Kisha Ryder, from the first video. Now see, here go the bad part. Let me go ahead and forgive me, I'm finna tear our draws here at Yale Radiocast right quick. So when I got your first video, I sent it to Donna. I said, hey, Donna, you gotta check this artist out, man. She cold. Yeah, send it to me, man. Let me check it out. So he may have heard it. He ain't say nothing. It's all right. Then she started releasing more music. And every time she released a song, check this artist out, man. Oh, yeah, let me check it out. Now, he gets a lot of music. So I need you to understand, this ain't no rinky-dink, cracker-jack operation.
Right.
I'm telling you, my mixtape been on the shelf since 98. So he waiting. To just drop it at the right time. It's like Donda. You see what I'm saying? Like Kanye's. You see, he waiting for the right time. He just shut the studio down. But when I played him some of the most recent music, he said, look here, man. This young lady is fantastic. Now, what I didn't know is he hadn't sent it to TR. Because, see, TR, once TR heard it, my phone started ringing. Hey, who is this, man? Where did she come from? Kisha Ryder, man. Let me tell you something. She got something for everybody. Kisha Ryder, welcome to the indie circuit.
Can we get some kind of applause?
Can we get some applause for Kisha Ryder? Kisha. He got the whole audience in here. Ladies and gentlemen, Kisha Ryder, welcome to the indie circuit. How you doing today, Miss Kisha?
I'm good. How y'all?
We are doing well.
Good.
We are doing well. Thank you so much for coming in to see us today. Ladies and gentlemen, please be advised that Kisha Ryder will be one of the performing artists on the end of the summer indie circuit concert and car show. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready. And wait, you gonna understand in a little bit. We're gonna make them understand, ain't we? Because that's what we do at the indie circuit. We go ahead and we break them independent artists out, and people be like, "Man, I didn't even know that's what I needed."
Hey, so
I definitely
Kisha Ryder,
appreciate it.
thank you for joining us
Thank
today,
you for having
man.
me. Thank you for having me.
Okay, so who is Kisha Ryder? Go ahead. Let's start out. Who is Kisha Ryder? Introduce yourself to the world.
Kisha Ryder is a free mind, a creative spirit. I'm an artist. I love to write. I'm a person who has a lot of dreams and has a lot that I want to accomplish. Music is definitely a passion of mine and has been a passion of mine for, I don't know, since I can remember. Probably I think I may have been introduced to my first song at the age of 2 by my parents. And, you know, I've just always been a lover of music. And, you know, I went to college and, you know, took that path. And, you know, I think I just reached a point in my life to where I was just saying to myself, like,
Okay.
What'd you say?
You good,
Okay.
go ahead.
Just saying to myself, like, I really, really want to do something for myself on my own. You know, this is something that I've always wanted to do. And, you know, probably about 5 years ago, I just went ahead and took the leap.
Okay.
And just decided to pursue my dreams and follow my passion.
What made you take the leap? I got to go into what happened. Was it you just going through personal music, or
definitely
you just
was into my career. I'm still into my career, and just that transition was really hard and really difficult of what I was dealing with at my previous employment. So, you know, I think, you know, sometimes when things get bad, you know, God puts you in a position to where he opens up your eyes to say, okay, now is the time. So that's pretty much what I did.
All right there, Kisha. That's what I'm talking about. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. So you said you were introduced to music at an early age.
Yeah.
So what was it that caught your ear about hip hop? What was it that stood out for you? Because I know we've all heard hip hop through any generation. You know, I'm 11 years old. TR is at least 511 years old. We're not gonna talk about Dollar's age, but what I'm saying is, we know we all kind of came into hip hop. Hey, listen. There's no hate, sir. However, you know, age, you know, got to respect the elders. So, in knowing that, just asking you, what was it that caught your ear about hip hop? What was it that said, hey, you know what, I'm not gonna sing, but I got some stuff to write? Were you a poet? Were you a poetry writer?
I did used to write poetry.
Okay.
I used to write short stories. I used to do all of that. And actually, me rapping, that, I don't know. I think that kind of just, I've always been intrigued by hip hop.
Okay.
But as far as like the performing side, you know, I always used to sing.
Okay.
You know, I was in the church choir, on the praise team. Like I did all of that. So when the rapping came about, I remember the first time I went to the studio, and the engineer that had recorded me at the time, he was like, "How long you been rapping?" I was like, you know, I just kind of, you know, just really took a stab at it. And that was based off of my husband. Him and his best friend were rapping.
Okay.
And we went in and they were working on a song.
Whoa. So hubby raps, right?
He used to rap.
Y'all got a duet together?
We do. It's called Best Love.
Wow. Do we got that?
It's on Moonlight Diaries. It's not one of the tracks that I sent you though.
Cause I ain't gonna. If we doing this, we gonna get everybody in it today. He over in the corner. I ain't gotta look his way. Yeah, this is what we do.
He know who he is.
He know who he is.
That's what's good.
Yeah. Go ahead though. We give credits to the lady.
So basically, they were working on a song. And I was telling him, like, you know, I think it should go like this. You know, I think y'all should kind of switch it up a little bit. And he was like, you know, you ain't never rapped before. Like, you don't know what you're doing, da-da-da-da. So he was like, you know, you need to pick a beat. And how about you pick a beat and you do a song and you write a song on your own. So I was at work one day and I was just kind of basically shooting the shit. I was like, you know, I'm sick of this. Like, I don't really want to do this no more. And I pulled up a beat. And the first song that I wrote was Hold Up.
Okay.
And then the second song was Good Enough, and then 6 months later, I had a whole mixtape. And we was Kindergarten Problem Child, and then I just kept, going after that.
Okay. T.R., what you got?
Well, you can tell that you're a poet by your second song being Good Enough, and the depth of Good Enough.
Yeah, that was deep.
That was look. Let me
deep.
tell y'all something. This was an anthem for the women.
All right.
Not all of this hot girl summer bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Look, I'm a fan of a beautiful woman. I'm a fan of the art. There's no better artist than God Himself to create woman.
Yeah.
But I will say that to say this: don't let that be your only worth on this earth. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and that was my testament to like what Kisha Ryder had going on. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, as you heard earlier, Mark L said, the phone didn't start ringing until TR got wind of, your intellectual property.
This man.
And let me tell you,
call me.
Yeah, me being who I am in music or whatever, I don't like to display a lot of stuff that I'm doing behind the scenes or whatever, but I'm very much so a behind the scene person. But when I hear what I like to call intellectual property, you know what I'm saying? Because that is what it is. You can have trash, and you can have intellectual property. Right. That means that the difference to that is having an everyday 9 to 5 versus a legacy. Right. You know what I'm saying? You can do what you do, but if you do it well, it will last.
And let me go ahead and apologize since I have I have to. Because once again, Mark L did say, "Hey, I sent some of your stuff to Dial," and I think at that point, and you have to see the behind the scenes thing. Like I
there was a lot happening.
It took me to get around to it.
Right.
Yes.
And I think what happened was you sent the link to the group chat. Is what you did.
Yeah.
Right.
And I actually had a moment, and I was like, "Dude."
Who is this?
And he said, "Well, man,
I've been sending you this stuff, man."
I said, "Oops,
it's okay."
Right.
Oops,
But you know what? That also being said, that me and Dylan, for what it's worth, are two different guys.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Dylan started into the business, the podcast and stuff like that. But as Dylan knows, TR done been in studios ever since 7th grade.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about like actual professional studios. I'm talking about actually writing. I'm talking about actually producing. So that to me, you can be a hip hop head and you can have, a study in it, in hip hop and music or whatever. When you're actually doing it, it resonates differently or whatever. Dylan was busy creating a platform for the people.
Yeah.
But definitely there's a slight difference in the actual musicians and the musicianship versus the business and the appreciation. Dylan had the business and the appreciation. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it was definitely the same thing, but kind of different. Because when that when that link hit, and I saw,
like a bomb,
Good Enough. And then I went and I saw, the other different things or whatever. I forgot the name of the one that you had, like, right after the
Good Enough.
Cops. You know what I'm saying? Talking
the
about
Black Blues.
The Black Blues.
Yes.
Yeah, Black
Listen,
Blues.
people. Listen, say it one more time.
Black Blues.
Okay, because I don't want to F up the actual name. So when you go to YouTube, you're going to be looking at Blues Black.
No, it's
or whatever. So, because I'm looking at, a lot of this stuff or whatever from a lot of our artists. And let me tell you something, we have a lot of great artists.
Yes.
And we're not never knocking the intellectual property that we're getting in. We're very appreciative of what's going on right now.
We actually have a wall that supports the artists that come through here.
Exactly.
And I promise you, it will be so many more on that wall. But
exactly.
goddamn,
But at the top,
ink is expensive.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
But at the top of the top, let me tell you, at the top of the top, I definitely put Kisha Ryder.
Yes. Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? At the top of the top, there's certain people, and I will start naming names. Because people don't believe that I'm who I am. At the end of the day, I'm very unapologetic. You know what I'm saying? If you get your game up. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be in my radar, get your game up. It's Kisha Ryder, GMB,
Yes.
Semi,
Yes.
Copyright,
Yes.
Polka Jones.
Polka Jones.
I mean, and
They are.
there's other people that we're
gonna say
going to be
Locke.
naming.
Yes.
Yeah, and there's gonna be the Mr. Locke, K Lockin. Yes. Because I've actually, I feel a certain kind of way. K Lockin ain't liked enough of my songs that I've sent them to rap on.
He was
You know what I'm saying?
ready.
But that's a rap thing. That's a production style artist thing or whatever going on. Little nephew got to respect the game a little bit. No, K-Lock, and you absolutely at my, in my portfolio of people that I definitely named that we're definitely working with or whatever. But definitely Kisha Ryder is on top because look, you never stop.
I've been picking up my momentum.
Right,
Definitely.
but no.
It seems like you dropping them every week, man.
The
It's
momentum
like,
is
hey.
already there. Seems like your husband.
No, like I've definitely taken some breaks. Like
It don't seem like it. Don't seem like it because it seems like your husband is bearing the burden of Kisha Ryder. I don't know how true that is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm looking at some of the short clips that y'all got, fanning the sheets or whatever. He's saying, "Stop it, man! Stop it! We gotta go to the next video. Stop it! Just let me get this shit straight." You know what I'm saying? Come on, man.
It was hot. We were sweating.
Right. Oh,
It was hot.
But that's just a testament to your hard work. See what I'm saying? That's a testament to the hard work.
Hot.
All right,
Absolutely.
so let's go ahead and try something that we got right here. This track, Smoke One. Go ahead and introduce
about
Smoke
it.
One, and we're gonna go into the track.
Because I got something to say afterwards.
Word.
What's good, everybody? This is Kisha Ryder, and this is my new track, Smoke One. Check it out.
Yeah. Don't move quick, can't pull a trigger fast. It looks golden but never really lasts. Time running down, the hourglass never lasts. I'm switching lanes, nigga, mad dummy fast. I hit the gas cause the brakes couldn't hold up. No matter if I tried, I could never ever let up. I could never ever let up. No matter if I tried, I could never ever let up. This heart of mine, you love the beauty and the flaws. Back against the wall or when I'm standing tall. I gotta get my mind right, keep my rhymes tight. Fuck blowing up, nigga, I'm trying to get paid. Rock Gucci shades at the Palisades. Fuck what you say, my whole team made. I got Cali on my mind. Pops always asking why I'm smoking Cali all the time, nigga. Just roll one, blow one, make it slow one. Just roll one, slow one. I got a bad habit of rolling a pack. Nigga, I twist it up just to relax. I'm in my own lane, I'm pressing the gas. I want out this smoke, I don't need me no mask. I'ma put it down in this bitch like a 6'4". Then I'ma bring that ass back, he call it pronto. Call my baby pronto, bring that ass pronto. He 5'9", but he dropped that dick down like he 6'4". Like me, a split in the beans. I'm by myself, I just left all my friends. Yeah, I'm riding, I'm coasting, I'm leaning, I'm smoking, young nigga, I'm setting the trends. I can see my future from a mile away, stack the money up. Cop a black G-Wagon, call it big dummy truck. I'm sweeter than the caramel peanut butter cup. I'ma keep spitting shit till these niggas know what's up. Damn, I keep switching my flows, like all these niggas be switching they hoes. Don't follow rules, but they follow the code. I get on the beat, I just cock it and load. Yeah. Just roll one, blow one, nigga slow one. Just roll one, slow one, nigga blow one. Luigi Beats.
That track right there gives me all the vibes of me just sitting back in the car, just vibing at the workaround. Around about 420. Look, let me tell you, just hanging out. Just chilling. It's the theme of the day, but it's real smooth. Can you tell me a little bit about what you was thinking about when you were making that track? Was it just something you were just putting together? Were you actually having a cup of ice water? Or
ice water.
You were having some ice water? Okay, good. Good.
It was.
Little ice
I was
water.
feeling real cold, real breezy.
I know, right?
And I actually, how I came up with doing Smoke One, because the track itself, like, I had never rapped on a beat like this before.
Okay.
So it was really me pushing the envelope on my creativity to see, like, okay, what kind of flow can I come up with this?
Okay.
With this track. And I was just at home one day and just looking up music or whatever, and I found this, and I was like, ooh,
It just got in there.
Like,
yeah, man.
It just gave me a vibe, and I just went with it.
Who was the producer on that?
I don't even know the producer's name off the top of my head.
Because I will honestly say this. It kind of, with your flow, it kind of was it puts me in the mindset of a kind of a conspiracy type theorist, ordeal. I mean, the energy that it came off of it was not just, you laying back or whatever, you zoning. To me, it kind of came kind of like when Billy in the movie, they were walking through the crowd or whatever, and they was kind of, scoping, and it was kind of looking real slick in there or whatever, and they was thinking at the same time they was looking or whatever. That's what it seemed like to me.
Well, usually when you're smoking one, you are kind of looking out for the police. So, I mean, that fits. That does fit. That does fit
I can say that, yes. I can say that, yes. But, I mean, it was like a zoning kind of, you're out thinking the situation type.
Yes.
That's what it left me with. Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, then your flow on top of that. Monster. I mean, it was like, you were giving people who you were, but then on top of that, you was giving them who you could be.
Right.
That's what it seemed like. I mean, so was that the envelope that you were talking about you were pushing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just really. Okay.
Because it resonated. It resonated.
Seeing how far I could go with it.
Right. I'm giving you who I am, but nigga, this is who I could be.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, exactly. Once again, and if you want to go ahead and give a shout out to Kisha Ryder, call in 678-586-9421. Go ahead and give this lady a shout out, man. 678-586-9241. It's been a long day.
It has been a long day, sir.
Right.
Started about 4:20.
Right.
It's been a long day. But yeah, right on. So what do you say? So we definitely know you said like I said, you've been dealing with music since you were about 2. You probably went to see your first songs and everything, and you said you sang. You did definitely get caught up on hip hop. When you were listening to hip hop, who were the hip hop artists that caught your attention? What were you playing? What was I would say what was in your Walkman, but I know you don't know nothing about that. That's years ago.
What?
That's years ago.
Once again, that's why we're looking for new energy.
Your Sony Walkman. What were you playing on your transistor radio on the AM dial?
My parents, just growing up, they used to play music all the time.
Okay.
Got introduced to Michael Jackson, Janet Jackson, and Aaliyah, and it just went on. And then I think my first hip hop album that I was introduced to was Black Rain by Queen Latifah.
Ooh,
yeah,
ladies first.
Black Rain by Queen Latifah. So Living Single is like my favorite show.
You love that show,
ever.
got you?
Like my favorite show. I can sit and watch that. Like,
well, Latifah is that.
Well,
icon.
let me go ahead and go there.
Yeah,
she is an
Unity
icon.
And definitely.
So with that said, with that being one of the people that you idolized and looked up to as far as an influence for you to do music, what do you think about the certain landscape of hip hop as it relates to women and the ratchetarians, as I call it?
I mean, honestly, like,
go ahead.
I feel like everybody has their own lane. Of course, you have certain music that people are going to gravitate to more because of the subject matter or whatever. But I feel like everybody has their own lane, and this is working for everybody. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like because my music is different, because it's not what the norm is or what people would usually gravitate towards, I feel like it would take a longer time for the momentum to pick up, for people to like really get a chance to listen to my music and what I'm putting out. Because
and I think that's what Dylan's saying.
It's very different. It's very different. But it's like I don't know. I don't feel the need that I have to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I would much rather just take the long road, stay on the marathon or whatever, and just go that route versus just putting out something and then I start creating music that's really not
you.
What I would do. You know what I'm saying? But I would definitely, I could definitely write for other people.
Yeah.
And do that route and put those type of songs out that way. But as far as me personally, like, nah, that's not really my.
Yeah.
It's not really my thing.
And see, from what I could tell, it sounds like you definitely saying that everybody has a lane that they're in, and you're okay with the lane that you're in. Exactly. So it's not an affront to anybody else's style or how they prefer to do it or whatever. It's more of a this is my lane.
I'm trying to get there.
I hear you. You try because
everybody getting a bag.
Well, the thing about it is a lot of times, man, stars burn real bright and real fast. The ones that have longevity are the ones who picked the lane that they knew they were good in and they stayed with it. So that's a refreshing take to hear you say, hey, this is my lane, that's their lane. It's enough out here for all of us. Everybody gets a little light under the sun, right? Yeah. So, but let me work in my lane.
Exactly.
So, right on.
And I think that's what's so great about your intellectual property or whatever. Even on that song, Smoke One or whatever. Like I say, it seemed like you were verbally pushing the envelope, and the person that's kind of not really into it or whatever can't tell what you're actually saying by what you're actually saying. Because I mean, Dallin was speaking about the ability to go there in that element. I feel like you still had went there in a couple of your lyrics because I'm pretty sure that your dude chest was out when you said he dropped it like he was 6'4". He dropped it like he was 6'4". You know what? He was in the corner saying, "You damn right." Wait a minute. Tell him the truth. Tell the truth on these motherfuckers.
I mean, that's the thing. Like I'll put a little sprinkle. Like I'll say stuff like that. I'll have little references in my songs, but nothing just the whole thing. I thought
you were remarking on the fact that he was clumsy and he dropped it from a certain distance, as though he was 6 feet.
This nigga.
Just saying. I mean, it wasn't close. Okay.
Please reference our recent show, Failure to Communicate.
Right on, man.
Yeah, but I believe you got different avenues, and I believe that nothing else you've showed that. And I would honestly say anybody who haven't heard of Kisha Ryder, go look at her discography.
Listen,
because dude, you're gonna be impressed. You're gonna be impressed by her depths. You're gonna be impressed by. Look, I even believe, like you just said, that you could write for the Shallows, but they are what they are. They're Shallows.
I would.
Oh, they're Shallows. Come on.
She's not gonna do that.
You don't have to say it, Kisha, but I will.
You gonna kill her guest spots. You killing the guest spots right now, bro.
Yeah, keep y'all hot girl summers over there.
You killing the guest spots, bro. Don't do that. You can't say it.
Yeah, but I definitely want to be a writer as well. In addition to an artist, I'm thinking like longevity wise, I could definitely, go behind the scenes and just write and shop the records.
Excellent.
And I'm actually a part of a writing team now. We write R&B records, working with my engineer Hells. Cool. So yeah, we'll see what comes of that.
Your engineer is Hells?
Yeah.
Hells, yeah?
Yeah. Okay. You know Hells?
Yeah, I know Hells. Yeah, I just had a conversation with him 2 days ago. Look here, man.
Ask about
so
me.
We gotta talk, man.
Ask about me.
Hells he does work with my nephew, K Lockett, who we just spoke for.
Yeah.
So we gotta talk, man. Hells, my guy Sarome, who will be performing as well, said, I just came in town and my guy didn't give them. I need somebody who you got. And I said, I got a guy.
Yeah.
I hit up my nephew Lock and say, hey, give me Hill's number, man.
Yeah.
And Hills called me, and I called Hills, and we talked, and he said, man, send me them tracks. So,
a
great producer, great, outstanding producer. Look here, Atlanta is small.
Atlanta is tiny, man.
Because I was in transition of trying to find a different studio, work with a different engineer.
Studio.
And actually, Jay, who used to shoot my videos, he's the one who connected me with Hells. So went to the studio, checked it out, and I fell in love.
Crazy.
We just started working together, and it's just, I don't know. It just seems like he just gets me and gets my music, gets my sound, gets what I'm trying to do. So
he does.
Like he makes Smoke One, Hit the Gas, Crooklyn, all these new tracks that y'all been hearing.
Well, since we talking about new tracks, what we got? I got Crooklyn, I got Ball Out, Millie, and Starbucks.
He did Millie too. Yeah.
Well, let's go to Millie.
Let's check out
Millie. I want Crooklyn to be last.
Crooklyn is hot. Millie is bad too. All your shit
is bad.
Yes,
all of them bad.
But
that's my joint.
Hey, but let me tell you something. She came in here talking about, I got a new one, Crooklyn, and I'm sitting out here, whatever, and I'm like,
down like you late.
Let me tell you, Keisha. I came in last night at 4:00 in the morning.
About
So
420.
understand. My right now isn't really right now. You know, my mind have to circulate back around to certain things, whatever. Shut up. That being said, when she came in here, when Kisha Ryder came in, she said, "Yeah, I got a new one or whatever." Okay, all right, let me check it out or whatever. So I got up, I went out so I could hear it a little bit better.
30 seconds.
And I said, "What the?" I said, "Okay, this is the new focus right now because my focus was on Millie,
right?
And you know, a couple of the other ones or whatever, you know, good enough. Love that.
Excellent.
But when I heard, I said, "Come on, man, we got to change the format now. It's not fair. It's not fair to these people out here. So let's go to Millie. Can we, DJ, go ahead and intro it."
Everybody, my name is Kisha Ryder. Introducing another one of my videos, Millie, shot by Clay Deasy. Check it out.
I got that money on my mind, I told my dog I had to make it. I've been putting in overtime, so the grind is for the taking. I ain't worried about a foe. Say fuck them hoes, yeah, stay 10 toes. What you better know, I ain't never break the code. That's why I'm knocking at your door, nigga. I got my finger on the trigger, JB run the track. Cause I ain't living in my past and I ain't going back. That was at my door, but I thank the Lord he gave it back. That's why I'm cooking in the booth and waiting on the stats. Grinding for a meal, then I'll spend 1,000 racks. I know you hate it, but I'm elated. I see it in your eyes. I can't be taken by the undertaking. The prophecy's mistaken. Cause if I do it for my people, then we all gon' make it. Yeah, we all getting faded. I'm the most hated, but you love to see it. Yeah, them hating assholes, they be so egregious. But I'm focused on my art and I'm focused on my grind. Yeah, I don't need to shine. I'm just waiting on my time. Yeah, I got a million on my mind. I got a million on my mind. Got a million on my mind. I got a million on my mind. I don't need to shine. I'm just waiting on my time. Yeah, I got a million on my mind. I got a million on my mind. Got a million on my mind. I got a million on my mind. I don't need to shine, I'm just waiting on my time, yeah. I remember when I spent my last at Popeyes. Hit bags, bent the block and cop the 10 and get by. I fill my spliffle with my issues just to ease my pain. For all the prayers that I made, but shit ain't never changed. Them circumstances that I've been through make you go insane. But through them setbacks, nigga, I had to maintain. I remember when I was starving, dodging all them charges. Now look what I done started. I'm rapping like an artist. I'm trying to be the hardest. Gotta stay close, cause old friends disappear from chasing bank rolls. I was taking all them losses way too often. Had to pay the cost. I'm risking it all to get rich. Can't take another loss, bitch. I got a million on my mind. I got a million on my mind. Got a million on my mind. I got a million on my mind. I don't need to shine, I'm just waiting on my time, yeah. I got a million on my mind. I got a million on my mind. Got a million on my mind. I got a million on my mind. I don't need to shine, I'm just waiting on my time, yeah.
Yo, fire. Only word I got, fire.
Thank you.
But you know what?
With the lights.
As great as the rapping was on that,
Wait, can you stop that for a second? Okay, I'm sorry.
look at the video. Look at the video.
The video's high quality.
Look at the video. If y'all don't understand concepts and how people formulate, you know what I'm saying, to have one complete thought or whatever, or have one original thought, that's how you do movies or whatever. You have a lot of people writing on movies. You have a lot of people directing on movies. You have a lot of people go out and look at scenes for movies. And let me tell you something. If you looked at this video, you would understand the support team that she got. Now, everybody understand that I am kind of like a behind-the-scenes person, and understanding that is to understand that I understand that the director,
Shout out to the
director, man. This dude had
a vision.
Yo MTV Raps kind of approach or whatever. I mean, we got to get him on the mic for a second. Can we not? Can we not? I know you're behind the scenes. You're kind of shy. You're kind of shy. But you know what? It was his fault. Let me say this. It was his fault Because if you look at the very end of it, he had to even direct her against fanning the sheets.
Yes.
So I come up with the concept.
Fanning the sheets.
So go ahead. Go ahead and talk about this song. I want the director to go ahead and pull up a chair and get on the mic.
Come on
so go
over
ahead
here.
and talk about a Millie and your direction and your idea and the meaning and the purpose of the song.
Honestly, you know, I was just actually like when I write based off of what I see for myself.
Okay.
The desires that I have. You know, I'll talk about past, present, future. Like that's kind of how I write, and I try to be as vivid as I can, depending on the type of tracks that I'm working with. And I don't know, it was just like it was one of those songs where I'm like, I can't give up. Like I gotta keep going. I gotta keep grinding. Like I got a million on my mind.
Yep.
Like
Right.
I got a lot of things that I'm trying to do. A lot of things that I'm trying to accomplish. So. It's like I got a million on my mind. Like I don't need to shine. I'm just waiting on my time.
Gotcha.
Right.
I don't need all the extra stuff. I'm just waiting on my time for me to get my foot in the door and just do what I do.
Right.
So, actually, I was supposed to shoot it in the original studio that I recorded in.
Right.
But Hells wasn't using that room anymore. So I was like, oh man, what we gonna do? So yeah, we just went into the
Shout out to Hells,
room.
yeah, man.
Yeah,
I gotta give a shout out to Hells,
That's
man.
my guy.
Yeah.
My guy. So yeah, I mean, we didn't want to, you know, do too much with the video as far as like, you know, setup and scenes and all of that. You know, we just wanted to make sure that the angles, basically, translated through what we wanted the video to show. And you know, when I started looking at the shots, I was like, oh.
Right.
I mean, I said this, but you did that.
Right.
So, so Clay, he shoots all the videos. I edit them and, you know, put everything together and just go from there.
We're gonna bring bruh.
Well, you know what? He can have my chair for a matter of a couple of seconds or whatever.
I'm going to go get brother a chair. Y'all go ahead and talk about it. What I want to ask Kisha Ryder is, with all the influences and everything, and you've already talked about what led you to music. Mm-hmm. How did you get down here to Atlanta? Because the thing is, here in Atlanta, there's a certain sound.
Yeah.
There's a certain element.
Yes.
Mm.
How do you fight through the sound and the element to be Kisha Ryder?
How do you navigate?
Well, honestly, when I was doing shows and performing and doing the showcases and everything, it was definitely a vast difference. But, you know, I had to keep telling myself, like, eventually it's going to catch on.
Okay.
You know, you have your Kendricks, your J. Cole's, and you got your Futures, your Young Thugs, you got your No Caps, you got, you know, it's a lot of different artists, you know, a lot of different sounds. And, you know, I just felt like I needed to find the lane that I wanted to be in and build upon that and create that.
Gotcha.
Instead of trying to hop on
every
wave
trend
that's already been created. Because honestly, like, I don't even listen to music like how I rap. Like, I don't even listen to music like that.
Really?
Yeah. Like, I and he can definitely attest to it. Like, I don't even listen to music like that, because I remember seeing an interview that Missy Elliott did, like, when she is in the studio and creating music and, you know, coming up with concepts. Like, she doesn't listen to the radio because she's like, I want to create my own sound, my own lane. And so ever since I heard that, I just been kind of going all in that vein. You know, I didn't even know Megan Thee Stallion was out when she was out, but it's like when she first came out. And then when I heard her song, I was like, "Yo, this is hot."
Right.
You know, this is real hot.
She's a spitter.
Yeah.
Yeah, she is.
Look,
I was like,
skills
this
now.
is real hot.
It's no denying.
Let me say this, man. I actually love Megan Thee Stallion. I actually love Cardi B because I think because me and Markel along the middle, we have had some conflicts of opinion with the women artists, right?
Song.
Yeah. With the woman, not the song.
Yeah.
Because my whole thing is, don't just give me this, just that. You know what I'm saying? That's why I appreciate artists like you, and there are plenty of others that I won't mention. This is exclusively to you. Just show me everything. Don't just only give me this so I can only see you as this, when I know as a woman you are more than just that. How many women have made a song, I'm Every Woman? You know what I'm saying? Give me all of that. Yeah, I could deal with the Ratchetarians.
It's the Ratchetarian.
That's my thing.
That's
Ratchetarians. That's my word. Give me a little bit of that because I heard her most recent song. I was like, Megan's going off on this joint. I was like,
she's going off.
Hey, I was making sure that nobody look at me like.
He was finna to get ratchet.
So what's your opinion on the multiple lanes in fighting that? Do you feel like that you might?
I'm not fighting anything.
Is a Ratchetarian in Kisha
But I
Ryder.
like ratchet music. I really do.
Is a Ratchetarian is in Kisha Ryder? Is
I
my
think
question.
the most ratchet that you probably gonna get from me is like a hit the gas type of vibe.
Okay.
Yeah, that's probably as deep as I go.
Did you? And that's who you are. Did you have to try to be that, or is that just who you are? No. Let me say this because you know what I'm saying. In talking to like I was talking about my artist, my nephew K Locken. You know what I'm saying, and him being a lyrical artist, trying to find a way to work into this realm of this current era of hip hop. He had to try to be somebody he's really not, and let me try to make this type of song.
I just feel like that doesn't work. I feel like that doesn't work.
The fake will come through, won't it?
Like just like you said, you know, artists they burn out fast. Like if you're not coming out as who you are,
right,
then eventually like the mimicking and the copying, like that's just gonna play out.
Okay, so what's we got more music from Kisha Ryder.
Well, wait a minute, bro.
Go ahead,
We got the producer here that's gonna tell us how difficult it is to work with somebody who has such a genius mind that's sitting here playing with everything, the curtains and all of that.
Turn it. This is the man of the hour. How you doing, Mr. Man of the Hour?
What's going on? Clay D's a baby in here with Kisha Ryder.
Right on, man. Welcome, brother.
Let me ask you this. When you actually first heard her, because you knew her prior to hearing her rap, right? Correct? When you first heard her spit, though, what was your reaction?
So like she say, you know, me and my homie was rapping. Then, you know, she was trying to critique me. It's like, all right, now listen, you ain't never did this. You know, so like I said, I challenged her to find her beat and write. And she did. You know, I didn't hear it. She said she came home one day, babe, you wanna hear my song? So I say, no problem, let me hear it. And like you say, it was Hold Up. And for me, and when I heard it, I was like, this can't be you, because it's your first song. Everything's flowing from beginning to end. The beat is nice. Your cadence is good. And it's like,
who helped you with this?
It was like that because
terrible.
Like when I started, I know I was whack. I can't lie. You know what I'm saying? I got good. You know what I'm saying? But she started out the gate like, damn, you can be good. You just have to keep going. And like I say, the first song I heard was Hold Up, and it was like, okay, yeah, she can really do music, and you have an ear. And that's all we say, bad. I got an ear. So like, okay, but now I see she really does have an ear for music. And like I say, Hold Up was the first song I heard, and I encourage her to keep going.
Right on.
Wow.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic.
Wow. So it took a challenge.
It really was like,
well, you do it then. Okay.
I was talking shit. You know, I was like, this, I'm telling y'all. This,
like a woman.
But no, it wasn't the song itself. Now, the song was hot, but it was just like the arrangement of some things, and then that's when he was like, you know, well, you ain't never rap, you ain't never did this.
Right. But your creativity found certain slots. But see, your genius was there already.
I feel like I know a lot about music. Like I can pick up on, you know, sounds and cadences. You know, I would like to say that probably has a lot to do with the fact of me singing in the choir and all of that, just catching on the tones and flows, and you know, it just kind of went from there. You know.
Oh man! So that being said, where are you at now with her, and are you still focusing, or do you have a lane?
Well, I actually don't rap anymore, so now I just, like I say, I'm just supporting Kisha at the moment.
Right now,
you know what I'm saying?
Good man, good man, good
like
man.
I say, if she was asked, you know, I'd get on the track, but just for me doing it, like I said, I think I started trying to rap when I was in maybe like the 9th grade, and you know, had a couple different opportunities, you know, fair relationships in it, and like I say, just you know what I'm saying. So like I say, just behind the scenes, you know,
he's
shooting videos. I ain't even in the front. Like I say, I can still rap here and there, but it ain't, you know, like I just want to do this.
Right. Well, did you find yourself enjoying the backdrop more? Cause I did. Once I started, cause I was trying to be up front. Well,
it's both. I would say they both have you know, it's both fun. I say that. Right. But you know, cause like I said, in the front round, just say if I'm rapping. You know, it's fun being on stage and you see the crowd reactions.
Right.
And, you know what I'm saying? Then, like now I'm in the background. I love to see Kisha rapping and love to see how she's getting praise from the crowd. And I can kind of critique her. Hey, like, you know, when you're out there, loosen up. Or we can catch your eye contact. Hey, loosen up. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I just see her process. And like I say, I've been in the background so long with her. I just like being here to tell her like, hey, you can do it this way and this way, or you know, and we just come together and like I say, we shot Millie, Smoke one, and we both put our heads together and came up and did it, and you know, we see y'all like it, so I know the world gonna like it when it finally catch on.
Absolutely.
Let me say something. I appreciate seeing black love, by the way.
Right.
I appreciate seeing unity between man and woman.
Right.
We talk about that on all the show, and it just, you will always have differences, and y'all probably work with your differences to make whatever y'all got going on happen. Just like you were a rapper, you fell back for your woman to shine. You know what I'm saying? For your lady to make way, and you participate and you play your part. Listen here, communication is key. It is. Communication is key. Go ahead, Markel.
Well, I mean, primarily, man, this one thing I'll say this. I've seen them in action, okay? And I mean, I had the opportunity to be at the video shoot, and you know, it was great when I wasn't on camera. So, just to say, I've watched them work together, and it is a cohesive. They are a unit, okay? They are a unit. I've been at that video shoot. I've seen him make sure that she gets to where she's supposed to be. I've seen her converse with him to try to make sure that you know, everything was right. Did it look this way? Do you think we need to reshoot it? They are a team. So it's a beautiful thing to see y'all work together. It's a fantastic thing. So yeah, I'm definitely appreciative of being a part of actually getting a chance to kind of witness it. Okay, so when
I think we found our niche.
Yeah.
As far as like, okay, I tell him what I want.
Yeah.
And just kind of.
He figures out how to make it happen, and then y'all get together and work it out. Yeah,
yeah.
That's amazing. That's outstanding. Yeah. That's outstanding.
Like, so has it ever been this tranquil?
I mean,
has it always been?
Babe, I wanted to do this. Okay, babe, I'll make it happen.
Anytime you're trying something new, like you got to figure it out.
Yeah,
you gotta figure out your strengths, your weaknesses, who brings what to the table.
Right.
So actually, the first time that we shot was we put together like I guess you could say like a conversation piece before I put Ball Out.
Okay.
So I released the conversation piece, and Ball Out came. And then after that, we shot the first official video for this. It was like a song called The Biz.
Right.
Like 1 minute and 30 seconds.
Right.
So, okay, well, we can try to see how this comes together. And, you know, it came together good. So then after that, we shot Smoke One. And then after that, we shot Millie. Then after that, he shot Crooklyn. And, you know, we just shot Foolish. What was that, Wednesday? Wednesday.
Stay working.
7 a.m. on Sunday.
Right.
So
y'all know we ask the hard questions on this platform.
And
since y'all are on here, and we're already celebrating the chemistry, which is a beautiful thing.
Yes.
When was that time? When was it? You know what I'm talking about. Y'all can understand what I'm talking about. When was that time that it was just an uncompromised damn situation? When can you name a time that you just said, you know, like, you're difficult right now, damn it?
In the beginning, like when I started rapping, he told me like you had put your
He got one. He
said you put your foot on the gas. Like I felt like it's just something like, I think when they finally get to where they have always desired to be,
right.
Like you don't want to do anything that's gonna make you backtrack and
Right.
say, oh no, wait, I can't do it. So it's like I said, started rapping, going to the studio. 6 months later, I had a whole mixtape.
Right.
So that's what 12 tracks on Kindergarten Problem Child that I put
Right.
together. So I feel like just the anxiety of it all and being in a new space and trying to figure out how I'm going to navigate as being a new artist when, you know, people are seeing you as professional. You know, I think people having a certain perception of you kind of influences the type of decisions that you make, but I didn't want to do that.
Right.
So I felt like I was just like, we gotta do it. Yeah, I know I got on his nerves, but I feel like from the beginning up until now, I feel like it's definitely like
right. Because the love is the love. You can't deny that. You can't unsee that. The love is love or whatever. But look like he had the look on his face that he could remember the moment. Can you expand upon that moment?
It really wasn't bad, but it was more like you say, I had been doing this for a while, you know. Then it's like I ain't, like I said, I didn't know all the steps, but I knew some of the steps.
Right.
And when you first come in, you know, everybody, when you want something, you know, when you want it now, then for somebody that's been doing it, and hey, it don't work like that. But it's hard to say, hey, it don't work like that. 'Cause without trying to make them feel like you're not supporting them or trying to stop them when it wasn't that. But it was just like, hey, you know, like it was this one thing she said, I wanna be a certain spot in 6 months. I say, I get it. I love that mindset.
Communication.
You know what I'm saying? So it was like, it sounds great, but I don't want you to. It was more of, don't get your hopes up.
Yeah.
Cause you be a new artist, then whenever that time come and it ain't what you want, I don't want you to feel like, damn, I'm discouraged.
I feel like his position was, because I think when I came out, it was just the big eyes, and he was just trying to let me know, like, no, like
the other side of the business.
Like,
yes.
Like, you know, he had a different experience than what I had. You know, he had already been out there performing and trying to make it, and you know, had already been doing all of that. So then when I come along, he's just like, I mean, I hear what you're saying, but. You know, and I don't think at the time that I took it in the way that he was trying to have me receive it.
Right.
Yeah.
As far as like, no, I get what you're saying, but this is
It feels
a
dream
grind.
crushing.
Like,
It feels dream crushing. to
Yeah.
you.
Like, but this is a grind for real. Like,
Right.
it ain't going, you know, for some people. But you know, just the norm, nah, it's not gonna happen in that way.
Okay,
I
so
think that's what he was trying to tell me.
So listen, this litany of music that you have, we're gonna go with, because you mentioned earlier, Ball Out,
Okay.
and then we got Crooklyn. I think
Okay.
we want to end out with Crooklyn. We
Yes.
want to play with Ball
Yes.
Out. We want to play with Ball Out a little bit,
Yeah, that shot at
or Starbucks. Let's get one or the other. Ooh, cause look here, man. Look. When I say this woman has a litany of songs that we could go
I can't
from,
keep up with it, man.
Because we had the audio and we had the video. I like, we're gonna do these hot videos,
Right,
okay?
right.
So, which one you feeling?
We're gonna go.
We're gonna go with Ball Out.
I'm about to say, if you had to let your album out today and this need to be your single, which one of them two you gonna check? Ball Out.
We going with Ball Out.
All right,
Let's
Ball
check
Out
it
it
out.
is.
All right.
I'm tryna ball
I love this video, by the way.
I
love this video.
Remember, that's the one I actually baby, can't see all the stars out. Voices in my head saying, get the bread, telling me I'm the greatest. Tell me y'all should've made it. That's what they gonna be saying, cause I'm tryna ball out. Bring them new cars out. Ghost riding in the whip, baby, can't see all of the stars out. Voices in my head saying, get the bread, telling me I'm the greatest. Yeah. Y'all should've made it. Yeah, that's what they gonna be saying. Yeah. If I pull up in the rave, I wonder what they gonna say. Yeah. Bad bitch on my hip, I wonder what they gonna say. Yeah. Treat my man like a don, I wonder what they gonna say. Yeah. Please give me my space, I'm focused on getting this cake. Yeah. I just trying to get paid, on me a couple of stays. Yeah. Blue stains on my palm, but stacking it up in the safe. Yeah. Chase the cake to get a bankroll. I won't bend and I won't fold. Self mode on hydro. Don't never ask why my eyes low. Trying to cap me a few things. Roll out like a 2 Chainz. Diamond glisten as a mood ring. G-Wagon, I skip the range. I'm smoking on La La. And I'm bumping that rah-rah. You haters when I die. I'ma call on my shot. I'm tryna ball out. Bring them new cars out. Ghost riding in the whip, baby, can't see all the stars out. Voices in my head saying get the bread, telling me I'm the greatest. Tell me y'all should've made it. That's what they gonna be saying, cause I'm tryna ball out. Bring them new cars out. Ghost riding in the whip, baby, can't see all of the stars out. Voices in my head saying get the bread, telling me I'm the greatest. Tell me y'all should've made it. That's what they gonna be saying, yeah. I need a bag a day to make me a couple of plays, yeah. Can't hear out the hate, the money is all in the way, yeah. 2-seater, that's a coupe. Flow and dank out the roof. Courtside, that's a swoop. Make the play, get the loot. AP, the new FaceTime. Stay on the grind till I get mine. Go hard, can't waste time. Stay on the grind till I get shine. Gotta keep the prayers up, if I wanna get the bread up, fill up a bread truck, don't give me no lecture. I'm tryna ball out, bring them new cars out. Ghost riding in the whip, baby, can't see all the stars out. Voices in my head saying get the bread, telling me I'm the greatest. Tell me y'all should've made it. That's what they gonna be saying, cause I'm tryna ball out. Bring them new cars out. Ghost riding in the whip, baby, can't see all of the stars out. Voices in my head saying get the bread, telling me I'm the greatest. Tell me y'all should've made it. That's what they gonna be saying, yeah.
Look here, man. If I was to lead in with a song by a artist lyrically, I would have to lead in with Ball Out right now. Markel, can you press that button for me right there, sir? Because I look here, I got to talk about that. I just love the production, the video, the imagery, and everything of that song. And everything that you do is hot.
Thank you.
But you just rolled that track perfectly.
I definitely will be performing at the concert.
Excellent.
And let's go into
that's
that
what I'm
right
talking about.
there.
That's what I'm talking about. Because actually, that's the one that I called Markel on.
Tickets right here.
Because I started looking at your stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I looked at one thing after another, whatever. And I actually looked at Ball Out before I looked at the other one. What was it? That we just talked about.
Smoke one.
Smoke one.
No,
Smoke one in the middle. Oh.
The political one.
Black Blues.
Black Blues.
Was it the video?
No, it was the audio.
It was the audio.
Okay.
It was the audio. So y'all got a video to it now?
No, not yet.
Okay, we were about to say. All right.
You know we can do that for you. Well, you know, I ain't stepping on you. I ain't stepping on your thing.
No.
Well, what I'm saying is,
I am saying we could do that.
yeah. But I looked at Ball Out, and that's like I say, I was just looking at because like we do most artists, because y'all don't believe how much stuff we're actually getting. We're blessed. We're blessed to start getting this intellectual property from a lot of people, and let me tell you that we got a lot of people that are decent or whatever. But with Markel, because I just got off the phone with talking to Dallin about his termination papers, and when he sent us the video and the links, and I looked at Ball Out,
He said,
I said, dude, why you been standing on this? This is just more of a reason to fire you. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, dude, why you standing on this, man? Why haven't we known nothing before this about Kisha Ryder or whatever?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a dramatization.
Could be. I've been told bad things about myself. Hey,
the story of TRC.
You gotta hear some of these things about yourself. It's called development. But that being said, Ball Out, I was like, she has something extra.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She has something that's not what I'm looking at in this saturation of entertainment. Because let's be honest with you, the entertainment to me is always a saturation. It's just whatever's found out to make a little money is saturated into, okay, let's try to cash in whatever we can on this one idea.
Right.
Whether it's over sexualizing yourself, whether it's because at one time, if you remember, we had the intellectual rap. We had the neo soul / rap, and it was oversaturated, to a degree of, okay, we're seeing everybody do this or whatever. But You know, it's just to me, when you're speaking from your truth, it's gonna come at a time when everybody else ain't doing it.
Correct.
Right.
Every once in a while, it is where everybody else is doing it. But a lot of times, if it's your truth, it's when everybody else ain't doing it. And like I said, when I saw this, I was like, that's her truth. Who she is on these records is honestly who she is, period. And then I started looking at, you know, your background or whatever, you know, military brat, you know what I'm saying, college, you know what I'm saying. You were standing on a lot of different things that everybody else wasn't standing on.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And then I started looking at the intellectual property, and I started saying to myself, this chick even filming from a point where this got to be her vision. So I knew a lot of it was you.
Yeah.
I didn't know the percentage that it was, whatever.
It's all me.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, look, when you're talking about something that comes out, do you ever compromise, or is it just you on that bratty stance?
No. I would definitely wouldn't say bratty stance. But with my music, I'm very like conscientious about what I put out,
right?
What I say and what I rap about. You know, I've actually started to loosen up a bit, but before, especially on my first project, I was very like meticulous, in what I said and how I said it.
And when I call it a bratty stance, it's not a disrespectful thing, because me and this dude right here have bratty stances.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because we're who we are.
What's
but the evolution of us, has changed. But when we first got out, we wanted what we were thinking to be law. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times you got to mature and understand that law isn't necessarily confusion. Sometimes you got to merge different ideas. Sometimes you got to, you know, have losses in order to have wins.
Exactly.
And to know that these wins are going to be greater in the end game.
Yeah.
Just because you said to yourself, okay, I'll take the L on that. You know what I'm saying? But when you first come out, you be like, shit, me compromise? Motherfucker, I said my damn toenails is gonna be pink in this motherfucking video, and them motherfuckers gonna be pink. You know what I'm saying?
Wait. You got pink toenails.
I didn't say me. I didn't say me. See, this that shit I'm talking about.
So many examples.
This that shit I'm talking about, right?
It was a lot of
this that shit I'm talking about.
You could have talked about.
I was speaking about Mark L's. I was speaking about Mark L's kilt. I was speaking about Mark L's kilt because Mark L said he wanted a blue and yellow kilt. You know.
So how did we get to your pink toenails?
Right. How do we get there?
Just an idea. But that being said,
after dark. That's on TR. That's on TR.
These guys stretch. But that being said, you know, I don't mean that as being kind of like a reach on the idea, because I mean, my terms are what they are. They're harsh sometimes, whatever, but they are. You know, I accept my terms, whatever, to be who I am a lot of times. And a lot of times when I first started trying to push my intellectual property out there, it was like, you know, I was on stances that I look at now that I'm like, did I really need to be on that? You know what I'm saying? It might have created a better bridge, because sometimes these stances create disdain, and all of a sudden you're at an impasse now, to whereas y'all got to go your own ways, because every damn thing is a fight, or whatever. So I mean, to me, it was like just definitely looking at your stuff. It looked like you didn't compromise, but in order to get your vision out there, those are the things that you had to do. And those sacrifices are the sacrifices that you stand on right now.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, so do you feel like, looking back, that are there a lot of regrets, or are there just one regret or no regrets that you have looking back?
Probably not starting sooner. I don't know. I feel like
maybe so.
But then I don't know. You know how you can go through life and then start visualizing things backwards, as far as like what has happened, what has transpired that has gotten you all the way up until this point.
Right.
And I feel like up into the point of me starting to do music, like I feel like everything that I experienced before that, when it happened, while it's happening, I feel like it's all just a part of God's plan for me. You know what I'm saying? Whether it was a good feeling, a terrible feeling, a sad feeling, an unhappy feeling, you know, I don't know. I done been through some things, you know, but I feel like every time I put music out, like after I go through something, it just gets, I don't know. I just feel like my delivery and everything is just a lot more passion, a lot more drive in it.
Right.
You know, I just kind of, I feel like when I'm writing songs is based purely off of emotion.
Right.
Like how the track makes me feel is how I'm going to rap on it. You know, you have some artists that, you know, rap the same on every single track. Like I'm not that type of artist, and I never wanted to put myself in a box to say, okay, you got this flow, stick to this flow.
Right.
I never wanted to do that. So every time I hear a song or a track, you know, I'm going with how the music is making me feel, and that's how it translates onto the track.
Right. So the dare came out at just the right time. No compromising. The dare came.
Yeah.
So thank you for daring our ass. Thank you for saying I dare you. To be somebody.
That's what's happening. Okay, what we got? Because we got one more song going in, and we got to close out.
Okay.
And we're gonna do something before we close out. Markel, what you got for your girl, brother?
Look, man. All I can say is, if y'all coming out to the show, and I know everybody should be there, y'all gonna have a treat. Let me tell you something. If her music is so good, if her live performance is just 1/5 of how good the music is, y'all are in for a treat, man. Y'all gonna be scrambling trying to get her music. I'm telling you right now, you hear it on the indie circuit for free, but it's gonna cost you. It's gonna cost you something soon. It's gonna cost you
soon
to hear it. I'm telling you, it's gonna cost you something. But listen, all of the tracks that you've sent to us they've just been bangers. Like I said, they've been fantastic. When I hear them, as soon as they come out, you know, I get them.
Yeah.
Exclusive. I get exclusive. Hey,
boy,
I'm coming from
like
Mr.
Nino.
Exclusive. You
Hey,
heard me.
Nino.
Because I'm going to tell you. Now, let me
We
tell you.
need that link then, because his exclusive is damn tardy. His exclusive is tardy.
He asked for the exclusive.
I actually sent both of them Millie.
You did send them Millie? Okay, there you
I
go.
sent that he called me.
He did call you. Okay, so I was about to say, because see,
And I'll send you the RTB
I
link.
remember.
Because you'll be on videos with Kate in rotation. Yeah,
Tell Rap
TV.
Analytics they have to fall back on this one. They do hot artists every week, by the way. Shout out to Rap Analytics and shout out to. But they gonna have to wait on this one.
Look,
Yeah, they can't have this one.
Because I was like, yo, after I sent them a couple, and I was like, well, let me see. We have some stuff coming up, Rap Analytics. Let me go ahead and let the boys check it out on Rap Analytics. And then I sent that last one to him. I was like, you think we can get out of Rap Analytics? He was like, Rap Analytics? What you mean? Oh no, we're gonna put on our show. That's what I was like, oh, okay, all right.
That's what happened.
That's literally what happened.
That's
literally what
That's
happened.
what happened. You're a hot commodity right now.
Nah, she going
Yes,
on our
you
show.
are. You are a hot commodity.
She going on our show.
Okay, so hold up. So let's see. I think we got one more in the books, and we've been talking about this one. We've been talking about all your music.
It's T.I.'s new favorite.
Yes.
It's T.I.'s
He just saw it today.
Dude,
He just saw it 30
it's a lot that I don't
started.
speak up on because why?
saw it.
Because we've talked about compromises. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of things that I'm not gonna fight for just as long as I'm looking at legacy.
Right.
I'm looking at you don't fight now for a concrete foundation to last.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There's certain things that you just let go or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Because you're looking at the business side of things, whatever. But when it came to you and me looking at your intellectual property, I said, nah, ain't nobody going to have that first. You know what I'm saying?
First?
You know, ain't nobody going to have that first. It ain't no damn idea first right now.
Right.
So I told Markel, just chill out, man. Chill out.
That's us.
Chill
We
out.
got this. We got
Chill
this.
out. You're networking too much right now. You're networking too much.
To make everybody happy. No. This is.
Yeah.
That's me.
Yeah. Shout out to Rap Analytics. Them boys is hot. But you can have it in a minute. You can have it in a minute. That in the interview.
So we're gonna go into this new track, the most recent track, which is Crooklyn. Go ahead and introduce.
My favorite.
Go ahead and introduce Crooklyn, and then after the song, let's talk about it before we get out of here.
What's good, everybody? It's your girl Kisha Ryder, here to introduce my newest video, Crooklyn, shot by Clay Jeezy, baby.
You passed me by, saying all goodbyes, made you cry. I went away again to play a show. What I had to say, you never know.
Sometimes they will never be the same again. You want the Mayflowers, but April's here again. Them showers, they been heavy in the garden, but I'ma keep shooting my shot just like I'm hard and beg your pardon. Don't ever question why I started. You see me smiling through it, but I'm living through my hardest life. I'm everything of love and pain, but either way, them better days be my aim. I got Jimmy in the clutch for me. Told me keep pressing on. Guess the Lord got some luck for me. Indy sent them up for me. Cups for 6 months straight. I had a scripture every day. This life I'm living, spend a couple years sinning. Can't believe how I was sinning, but it's good to be forgiven. It's good to be forgiven. Yeah. Now I'm saying 3 prayers every day, meditating in the barn while I'm blowing on some hate. We living in the world of false elections, and even with the fam, you gotta learn to be selective. Well, I don't trust them just as far as I can throw them. She ain't seen you in a minute, doubt my granny even know them. Could give a fuck if...
Hold up, man. I need to bring that one back from the exact
DJ! Bring that back! Yes, I did do the mirror sound. Yes, I did. Bring that back.
Man. Look here. This once again, Kisha Ryder. The name of the track is Crooklyn. This is a hot one, man. Hey, this one's a hot one. Kisha Ryder, Crooklyn. Let's go.
Run it back.
All to you passed me by, saying all goodbyes. Did you cry? I went away again to play a show. What I had to say, you never know.
Summertimes, they will never be the same again. You want the Mayflowers, but April's here again. Them showers, they been heavy in the garden, but I'ma keep shooting my shot just like I'm hard and beg your pardon. Don't ever question why I started. You see me smiling through it, but I'm living through my hardest life. I'm everything of love and pain, but either way, them better days be my aim. I got Jimmy in the clutch for me. Told me keep pressing on. Guess the Lord got some luck for me. Indy sent them up for me. Cups for 6 months straight. I had a scripture every day. This life I'm living, spend a couple years sinning. Can't believe how I was sinning, but it's good to be forgiven. It's good to be forgiven. Yeah. Now I'm saying 3 prayers every day, meditating in the barn while I'm blowing on some hate. We living in the world of false elections, and even with the fam, you gotta learn to be selective. Well, I don't trust them just as far as I can throw them. She ain't seen you in a minute, doubt my granny even know them. Could give a fuck if you feel this. I'm just working through some real shit.
You passed me by, saying all goodbye. Did you cry? I went away again to play a show. What I had to say, you never know.
Anointed at the age of 13, destined to be a queen. Then certain things came along and changed up the scene. Sex, drugs, and money, hierarchy and needs. When the cards like dealt could give a fuck about your deeds. Like back in 95, when double C's was the vibe. Reggie get you live, a little leaf get you right. We used to stack our dollars just to cap us a dime. Now I'm dropping 45 for a dirty sack. That Cali dreaming on my mind, no you ain't heard of that. In my amigo Chico nigga, where you serving that? Dynamic switched up, ain't seen Hutch in a while. My black boy Joy with a beautiful smile. We used to ride in the Beamer just to run up the mile. I've been daydreaming lately, got my head in the clouds, yeah. But you still my nigga, and when I get on, we gon' run up them figures. Cause nowadays I be doing things my way. I like smoking purple haze down the highway. I be thinking to myself, I need my grants back up, because I'm on another level, on my debt paid up. I put my time down, it's time to shine now. I'm on my 5th round, baby, call it boogie down, I'm on my 5th round, baby, call it boogie down,
Look here, man. When I tell you I'm a motherfucking hip hop head, this is the type of music that I am talking about. I don't care about what these new niggas is talking about with what they call hip hop. I don't care about these new groupies is talking about what they call hip hop. I don't care what these white folks is talking about what they call hip hop. I don't care what nobody's talking. This is what
shout out to the white people.
Shout out to the white people, because those are the ones that's paying us. But when we talking about hip hop, this is what I am talking about.
Right on.
Shout out to Keisha Ryder, man. Shout out. This is what I look here. I was having a very in-depth conversation with your husband over here, right? We come to find out we're from familiar parts. We Floridians, if you will.
Yes.
We're Floridians, if you will.
2 hours away, baby. We Pensacola.
2 hours away, yes.
Right here, Pensacola.
So we family now. You sister-in-law now.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But one thing that
Y'all
we do
Florida
respect.
boys gotta stick together.
Right.
Florida
boys.
We
Florida
got to
boys,
stick
baby.
together.
Hold it.
But
Hold it. As
No,
somebody
no.
from
You know
Chicago,
what?
I gotta
You
ask
know
you a
what?
question.
No,
You know
no.
what? Hell
Why-
no.
We don't care
Why
about.
do y'all have truck stop zoos? That's all I'm saying.
We don't
Go-
care.
okay, go on, go on, go on.
You're from Chicago. You can't talk
I
about
can't
that.
about it. I can't about
Nothing
it. Go
we're
ahead.
doing. But just the appreciation of the lyrical content and the
Thank
flow and the delivery. I was telling your husband that, like, and me being a, I evaluate delivery and flow. It was very Styles P-ish. Styles P is what I heard in that.
Okay, then.
Now, one of the greatest, one is the Ghost. And
Yo,
I know,
that verses was crazy.
and I know you probably don't even know, but when cause I always listen to certain artists just to see how they spit the bars,
Right.
how they deliver it,
Correct.
how they break it down, how they orchestrate a song. I was like, I hear a lot of Styles P in this, and I don't want to compare you to him, but talent is talent.
Right.
And it's across the board.
Greatness is greatness.
Greatness is greatness, and it's across the board. T-talk. I'm done.
Well,
I'm done for the moment.
I'm gonna tell you right now. When I heard it, I had a problem.
What's your problem, T?
My
What's the
problem was I heard it fucking late. I heard it like right before the damn show. I'm gonna tell y'all. We grown ass damn people on this damn shit right here. And when you're hearing something that somebody got to introduce you to that's hot, what do you want to do? You want to be driving. You want to be chilling. You want to be sitting back in the couch or whatever and say, rewind that shit.
Yeah, let's run
You know what I'm saying?
We ran that shit back.
You don't want to be on your damn phone saying, I hear the greatness, but it ain't in my ears. It ain't in my ear holes like it should be.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm sitting up here and they know. I walked out. I walked in the hallway.
Yeah.
Because the motherfucker was talking too damn loud. I had to get my
Had
concept.
the nerve to give us the stank face because we was trying to talk to her while he was listening.
Right.
See, where you going?
Right. Mind your damn business. I'm trying to listen to greatness right now. So I mean, that being said, yeah, I was frustrated. I was a little frustrated. Kisha, you're gonna have to get this shit to me a little bit sooner. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry.
I gotta get your number.
Yeah, definitely.
No, you don't just communicate.
Because no. Because here's what he tries to do. He try to get the exclusive a day before me.
Mr. Exclusive.
And what I'm saying
How does
is
the group chat work? Group chat?
we got different group chats too, whatever. But I tell you what, you need to subscribe.
You need to continue to send it to me.
You need to subscribe. See that? Because he needs job security. We ain't trying to hear that shit here.
Don't do
We ain't worried about some job
I'm
security.
saying,
here.
right? You don't get Mark L, you don't get Keisha.
Oh, but I'm saying
That's
this.
not true, actually.
I'm saying this.
It sounded good.
Because you know what?
I ain't
Because you know what? We have a whole video
video
show that's wrapped around artists like you that like the visuals and the audio and everything to be kind of like smashing all at the same time or whatever as soon as possible. You're what I like to call as soon as possible artist. You know what I'm saying? You like to get it out there while it's hot. You know what I'm saying? I don't like cold food. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like you're the same when it comes to your shit.
Yeah.
It's here. I'm listening to it.
I'm just trying to keep the momentum going.
Okay, well, that song right there is very much a momentum pushing song.
And you will be on Videos with K, which is an actual television show of nothing but independent artist videos.
Right on.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, but we got to keep up with you. You know what I'm saying? Look, the problem with Keisha right now is she has enough intellectual property for like 5 hour damn shows for nothing but her videos.
Wrong. You have to explain to the general public
what is intellectual property? And then we're going to circle us around because we have to ride out.
Right.
But we need to go into the business side of this about independent artists and owning what's yours and actually having control of what you put out and what somebody is allowed to have that you own. Intellectual property, my brother, explain it.
Well, right now, the issues or the, I guess, medicine for what's going on right now is a lot of independent artists are doing just them. But the issues is when you have your own intellectual property, you can shop it however you want to. You can have what's called your revenues or whatever that are paid directly back to you. You can chop and talk your actual contracts and your actual deals. The issues that sometimes come into play with some independent artists or whatever is when they use heavy samples. They're very sample oriented, and a lot of times we have issues with their clearance when it comes to putting on the show, Videos with Kate. And I'm sitting up there and I'm listening to all of these artists or whatever, and we have to, number one, clear that you're clearing us, you know what I'm saying, to play it or whatever. So when we're talking about intellectual property, I think what y'all are doing today is a great thing because y'all are owning your own shit. And like your husband said, it might take some walking, but guess what? It's good exercise.
Yeah.
It might take some walking to get where you're getting, but guess what?
Yes.
You're not running off into a advance because people, look, here's a problem with people. They think that money is a given when it's called advance. It's clearly called advance, people. And when other people start owning your shit, guess what? You don't own it.
Correct.
You can't even play it half of the time.
Right.
You can't even represent it half of the time. You got to ask people, can you show up at an event?
Right.
And when you're talking about intellectual property or whatever, you're talking about this is your concept. This is your creation. This is what you built organically.
Right.
That's your intellectual property. And a lot of times people get it twisted because they sell off their intellectual property.
Basically.
And it's not yours anymore.
Basically.
Because somebody bought it.
Exactly. Basically, though, you own everything that is developed behind whatever that product is. The sound, the music, the lyrics, the idea, the concept. Everything. And when you put it in somebody else's hands, you're only allowing them to do whatever they will with it.
Right.
Still yours. So this man is very high on ownership, and that's what we're very high on, creating something for you, for you to deliver to the world. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We appreciate artists and people that create something to say, this is me. This is totally me. The imagery, whether it be whatever it is, this is me that I'm giving to you. So what do you have to say about the intellectual property of Kisha Ryder and the image that's behind your product, ma'am?
I would definitely say, you know, I'm in the vein of ownership, you know, wanting to make sure that my music is copywritten, because, you know, people will come just out the woodworks. You know,
Steal your whole
people will
thing.
definitely come out the woodworks and steal your intellectual property. But, you know, in addition to me making and creating the music, I definitely took the time to do some reading and educate myself on the do's and the don'ts. You know, of course, I've definitely got burned on the way.
You have to.
Definitely
I believe you have to.
Definitely gotten burned on the way. But, you know, I feel like it's important for artists to have a certain knowledge base, you know, when it comes to being a part of creating the music. You know, it has to go beyond that.
Right.
Because, you know, you get a 360 contract and, you know, think 250,000 is it, when you could be really worth millions, you know. So I want everything that's coming to me.
Right.
You know, I want everything that's coming to me for sure. So
and sometimes it's a delusion. Sometimes you have, like what you just said, the 360, everybody know that deal is bad. But a lot of people start coming out saying that the 60-40 deal was bad. And I think that that's just as bad as how you're not working for yourself. And that being said, with you being an independent artist or whatever, I love your humbleness to, I'm hungry. You know, just that hunger, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people feel like just because they got out something that they're already famous. Or just because they got out something that, you know, they don't have to strive, you know, to make sure that they're pushing it out there as much as they possibly can.
And, you know, a lot of artists are locking in the distribution deals. You know, you don't necessarily have to sign to a label, but, you know, you can link with a company that will distribute your music to the masses, and you can still own your masters, and you can still own your lyrics and all of that. So, you know, I think if it makes sense, then, you know, yeah, go with it. If it makes sense for you. You know, people have a different vision of where they want their career to go, what type of artist they want to be. So, you know, if you get a deal, if it makes sense for you, then hey, go for that route. But I definitely believe that there's some labels and there's some companies that's definitely giving artists an opportunity to, you know, will push your music out, you know, 70-30 type deals.
Right.
Yeah.
So you're saying that you're not against the industry at all?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Because honestly, like when you get to artists like Cardi B or Megan Thee Stallion, you know, they have a huge machine behind them.
Right.
You know, and then you have other artists who are independent, but they're also, you know, up there as well. When you have artists like, you know, I could use Currency as a example.
Right.
You know, he's an independent artist and it's always been independent.
Yeah.
But, you know, like when I started doing music, I was like, I want to be like him. Like, you know, he can have his fan base.
Too.
Right.
Yeah, he got his fan base. You know,
Right.
he sells out his shows. He got his merch. You know, he don't have to worry about, you know, the pandemonium of everything, but people still know who he is.
Right.
You know, so I don't know. I just think that if an opportunity presents itself, you know,
Yeah.
and if it works well for you, then hey, I say go for it.
Right. I think the greats on that. I think the E40s.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Because the only thing that E40 ever signed was, I think, what a distribution deal. You know what I'm saying? He's heavy on, yeah, you can help me push the stuff
Yeah.
or whatever, but intellectually speaking or whatever, you know.
Because, you know, for some artists, you know, it takes a lot to create a song. You know, it's a lot of emotion that goes into it. It's a lot of pain, a lot of happiness. You know, sometimes these writing sessions could be all out therapy sessions,
Right.
by the artist at hand. So it's a lot that goes into, you know, just going to the studio to record. You know, so I definitely feel like you should have ownership of that. You know, ownership of your process and the creativity and the hard work and the drive and the blood, sweat, and tears that you're putting into your music and what it is that you're creating. So,
Kisha Ryder in the building.
Yes, sir.
Let's give a shout out to the ladies. Kisha Ryder. You know what? I'm not done with you. I'm not done with you. I'm not done with you.
Uh-oh.
I'm not done with you. I want to go. I want to go ahead and go. I want to go ahead and go.
this time I beat up.
Let's go. Hold on. Oh, yeah. Oh, whoa. We gonna run it. Turn that up. Turn that up, DJ. Yeah, we gonna see what you gonna do. I want to see what you gonna do.
Say the gossip on my name, I ain't got the time for it. I got it underground and I ain't have to sign for it. Getting better every day, now I got the mind for it. I'm putting in my time, I know I gotta grind for it. Since I linked with Spitter, every day I backboard. Oh, let's run it back. Let me just run it back.
Let's go.
Just keep it going. Just keep it going. Pick it up.
Yeah.
Pick it up. Hey.
Say the gossip on my name, I ain't got the time for it. I got it underground and I ain't had to sign for it. I'm getting better every day, now I got the mind for it. I'm putting in my time, I know I gotta grind for it. Since I linked with Spitter, I'm catching plays off the backboard. I'm needing something 250 on the dashboard. Loyalty is priceless, but I swear that's all I need. Knowing you a real one, when they call you double T, 38 special, I'm a different breed. Had me praying on my knees, can't let them lock me down and throw away the key. Yeah, shit been way different since 010. Yeah, I fell down 8, but I got up again. I can't left like keep me down when I'm trying to win. I stay up on my grind, I keep my head up, gotta push a 10 and stay 10. One mic and one ear just to speak my piece. That's all I need. I'm on 500 degrees.
Okay.
They used to be down, now
That's
I'm
enough.
changing like the seasons. Throwing dirt up on my name, they trying to shame me for no reasons.
She killing
Now
it.
we in different races and they changing faces. So I'm changing paces. Guess we back to getting basic.
Okay.
Oh, man. They already dead.
They dead. Oh, they dead.
Them just don't know it.
Shout out to Kisha Ryder in the building, man.
to
Yale
tune
Entertainment,
in
your
on that.
Radiocast. This is the Indie Circuit. We appreciate you for coming through and giving your exclusive interview. Once again, for those who are unaware, get your tickets. Yale Entertainment, your Radiocast, RTV, Spice One Entertainment, the end of the summer Indie Circuit. Indie Circuit Concert or Car Show going down September 25th. This young lady will be on the stage.
Thank you guys for having me.
We thank
I
you.
appreciate it.
Kisha Ryder in the building. Thank you for coming out.
Thank you for having me.
You had a caller or whatever, but you know, sometimes I call us.
They called in. But yeah, so go ahead and tell everybody where they can reach you at and how do we find Kisha Ryder.
You can find me on all platforms, KISHARYDER, one word. You can find me on all musical platforms. You can find me on YouTube. I have a Linktree page, YouTube page. I'm on Apple Music, Tidal, Audio Max, SoundCloud. I'm everywhere.
And now Fire Stick and Roku on Videos
okay,
with K.
Fire Stick and Roku.
I was looking for you on my MySpace page. I didn't.
No,
wow.
No, once again. And once again, this is why we're looking for new energy on the indie circuit to find some young men. So our old ass won't be trying to find you on MySpace.
Every day.
And we ain't emailing you from AOL.net.
Mark still got the big face sky pages.
My book isn't up anymore. Face page.
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Sorry.
So thank you, Kisha Ryder.
Thank you
But
so
once
much
again,
Thank you for having
what do
me.
you want to actually, if I could ask you one last thing, what would you give to somebody who's interested in getting into the industry? A young lady, if you will. I want to ask you, what would you tell a young woman who is interested in getting into this music? What would you tell her?
Basically just to follow your dreams, follow your heart, don't compromise who you are. If you have a strong stance on the type of artist you want to be, the type of music that you want to create, just keep creating it. Keep up your content, keep dropping the music, keep dropping the visuals, and eventually somebody's going to catch on. I don't feel like you have to compromise who you are, who you truly are at the core of yourself to be successful and to be able to accomplish your dreams. So yeah, just have faith in yourself, have a good support system around you, block out the naysayers, block out the negativity, people that's not really adding anything to your life and your journey. Sometimes you got to let those people go. And I don't know, I think for me, just these past couple of years, I feel like I've just been kind of in groundhog mode. I've just been to myself pretty much because I'm really focused on what it is that I want to do, where it is that I'm trying to go. So, keep God first.
Definitely.
Pray often.
Definitely.
Keep your mind open to new ideas. Don't be afraid of what the future holds. Just go for how you feel and what it is that you want to do, and be who you want to be. You don't have to. You can't allow people to dictate your life and who you're supposed to be as a person. You only got one life to live, and you got to live it for yourself. So that's the type of advice I would give.
Thank you.
That, and if somebody wanted you to ghostwrite for them, how do they get in contact with you?
You can hit me up on my email, Kisha Ryder, KISHARYDER, B as in boy, S as in Sam, M as in Michael, at gmail.com. You can hit me on my Instagram, same tag, But I funny thing is, I actually do want to be a ghostwriter. So.
We're going to help you with that. We're going to help you with that.
We got you. We got you.
What? My mistake finally going to come out.
No. Once again, thank you, Kisha Ryder, for blessing the studios of Yale Entertainment, RTV, the multimedia conglomerate that's growing. And you are now family. You are now part of it.
Thank you guys for having me.
We appreciate you. Give us a shout out. Give us a round of applause for this young lady right
here. And I appreciate
Absolutely.
you guys did your research.
Hey,
I know about what I got going on.
No, sweetie, we don't do research. We're actual fans.
Oh,
we're actual fans.
We are fans.
We are fans.
Thank you.
So once again, thank you everybody for
Appreciate
tuning in to Yale Radiocast. This is the Indie Circuit on Yale Radiocast. You can always catch us. We feature one particular artist a month. The reason that you see this current rotation of artists, they will be performing at the end of the summer Indie Circuit Concert or Car Show held at Stone Mountain Mall in Decatur, Georgia. So all these artists that you have been seeing week to week to week to week are all artists that will be blessing our stage for you. Once again, get your tickets, Yale Entertainment,
YaleRadiocast.com is where it's at. We want to end it out. RTR, you want to end it out, or Markel? Who's ending it out for us? One of y'all.
I'll let Markel end it out.
Yeah, we're gonna let Markel end it out. Since you have brought her to us,
yes,
go ahead, brother.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Kisha Ryder on another edition of the Indie Circuit. As always on Yale Radiocast, our motto is,
I told you over here at the Indie Circuit, it's get a buzz.
Get the buzz.
Yale Radiocast.